Hi and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Today we would be discussing yesterday's problem of the day, that is 4 elements. This question came in Amazon as well as Oyo Rooms. Now let us move to the problem statement and understand it. So we are given an array A. So array A, let us draw an array A. Then we are given n integers. Suppose n is equals to 3. So the value can be A1, A2 and A3. Okay. You have to find whether a combination of 4 elements in the array whose sum is equal to the value x exists. Okay, हमें 4 ऐसे एलिमेंट्स निकालने हैं ओके कॉम्बिनेशन करके जिसका सम x के इक्वल है या नहीं, बस हमें इतना बताना. ओके, सो नाउ लेट अस सी एंड अंडरस्टैंड द सैंपल टेस्ट केस. ओके, so the first one is 1 and the next is 5 and this is 1. Okay, so 1 plus 5 plus 1, this is already 7. So we need a 0 value. So we can take this value 1710 and we can use this. Okay, just like we did manually. Okay, what we can do is, first one is to consider all scenarios. How would we consider all scenarios? Considering all scenarios absolutely very easy. How? We would be using 3 for loop. For loop I, for loop j, for loop k and for loop l. Okay, we would be using 4 nested for loops and this would be giving me a combination of all the numbers and we would be checking each combination if it is equal to x or not. Okay, now this would give me a time complexity of n to the power 4. Why? Because there are 4 nested loops which is iterating all the elements. Okay, so this is big O of n, this is big O of n and everyone is big O of n, so that's why this is n to the power 4. Okay, now what is a better one than this? Why better? Because the expected time complexity is n cube. Okay, so let us try to optimize this so that we can make n cube. Okay, so we can see that if we select the 3 elements as we did, so 1 plus 5 plus 1 is equals to 7. So if we subtract 7, that is x minus 7, that is 7 minus 7 is equals to 0. What we did, we just searched in the array if 0 is present or not. Okay, so this seems cool. What we can do is we can simply use a hash map. Okay, hash map, and we can just hash all the values, and after taking the 3 elements we can just see if the 4th element is present or not. But here an additional data structure is required. Okay, and we want to skip that. Okay, we want to optimize it more. We don't want to use that extra space. Okay, now how can we do that without using an extra space as well as a data structure? How can we do that? Doing that is very easy, but before this let us discuss another thing. Suppose we are given an array of n integers like a1, a2, a3, a4 and a5 and here is 5. So suppose we want to take out 2 elements from this array where ai plus aj would be equal to the value x and I is not equal to j. It is given. Suppose this is given. Okay, so now we can see that ai plus aj. Solving this is a very famous problem. Okay, this is a kind of variation of that famous problem, or you can tell an application of that famous problem, that is finding the sum of 2 elements. Okay, we solve this using 2 pointers. I hope that you don't know this, so I would be discussing this in brief. Okay, if you want you can read about it or learn about it, but this brief explanation should be enough. What is the algorithm to do this is that we first sort the array, then we initialize an I pointer at the start and j pointer at the end. So j is having high value and I is having low value. Okay, now suppose a1 plus ai plus aj is less than x. What should we do? We need to increase the value to make it equal to x. To increase the value, where should we do the manipulation, j or I? We can see that if we move this I to this side, the value would increase. So if the value is less than ix, we would do I plus plus. Else, okay, else if ai plus aj is greater than x, then just the reverse of it. We know that if we go in this direction, then the value would get lowered down. Okay, so j minus minus, and if we get a value equal to x, then that is our answer. Okay, now if you are seeing the recording, then please point at this point of time and think about the question by using this. Okay, by using this, how can you do that? Okay, doing that is kind of easy. How? I would be telling you. Suppose we have A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. And if we just sort the array. Why sorting the array? Because sorting the array won't affect the time complexity much. This is an n log n, okay, approach to sort the array, and this would have a time complexity of n log n. So this won't affect, this is much lower than n cube. So we would first sort the array. Suppose I selected two values, that is A1 and suppose A3. So if I do x minus A1 plus A3 and suppose the value is y, then what I can do is y is equals to the other two values, that is suppose AK and AL. Okay, and then can we find this thing using the two pointer technique that we have just discussed? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ ना, बस इसको सॉर्ट कर दो. सॉर्ट करने से ज़्यादा पैसे लगेंगे नहीं, बस n log n लगेंगे. लगने के बाद हम दो कॉम्बिनेशन तो ट्राई कर ही सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग टू फॉर लूप्स. ओके, दिमाग में सोचते रहो, टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी भी कैलकुलेट करते रहो कंसेक्यूटिवली. दैट इज एन n square approach of using two nested for loops. And the other two values, we have a way to find that. हम लोग के पास एक तरीका है जिससे हम लोग बाकी दो वैल्यूज निकाल सकते हैं by using that two pointer technique जो just discuss किया. We have just discussed it. Okay, so remaining two values can be found out by the two pointer technique. Okay, seems absolutely good. What we would do is we would simply use a for loop for I. First we will sort the array, then we would use a for loop for j, and suppose the other two values are k and l. So we would find k and l using two pointer. Pretty enough. Now we would see the implementation. If you have any doubts, just ask in the live chat itself, or if you are seeing the recording, just ask in the comment section. Now let us move to the solution. We would first sort the array. Then there is a twist here, that is I is equals to 0 to n minus 3 and I plus plus. Why is the implementation this way? I would show you. We have the first element as A0 because the array is 0 indexed, then A1, then A2, then A3, then A4 and then A5. Suppose this is the array. So what is the first element can go far till how much? Just think about it. So second element would be here and the third element would be from the leftover places. So we need to have the fourth. Okay, so this 4 can be till the border line. So we need to have the first element at max till here because we need to still have 3 more elements. So what is this? The n is equals to 6. So this is 6, this is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2. So we can see that if it is less than equal to 3, that it would go till this much. This I can go till this much, then we are selecting this. That is less than n minus 3, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. So we are going till this much. And the same thing applies for this. For the jth value, for the second value, we can go till this much. We can go till this much. That's why we are taking the second value. And the rest of the values that is remaining, we can find using two pointer algorithm. So we are initializing with j plus 1 because this would be starting point and the rest would be ending point, and n minus 1. So we would start from both the points and we are taking out the sum. While both are less, we are doing this. If it is equal, we are returning a true from that point only. We don't need that. If it is less, we need to go this side. If it is more, then we need to go this side. This side less, this side more, this side less. If we want to decrease the value, again I am repeating, if we want to decrease the value, suppose sorted array and then we want to decrease the value, then we would come this way. If we want to increase the value, we would come this way, and we would get, by doing this adjustment, we would get our optimal answer. And even after doing all this, we can't find the answer, then at the end we would return a false. Seems pretty simple. If you still have any problem in the implementation or in the process of understanding, or you think I missed any point that I should discuss, or you have some feedback that how can I improve, okay, please let me know. I would be more than happy to receive those feedbacks. Okay, Thank you. Have a nice day.